hip probably sticks out just a bit too much. I was channeling 18th century when I was doing this. I was like, yeah, more hip. So the idea behind this dress is that the green is the stems and the leaves. The flowers are blooming out of that. They're supposed to puff. Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm a costume maker and designer. Spring season is my favourite time of year, and I wanted to celebrate that. So if you stick around, I'll show you how I designed, how I pattern cut, and how I made this. So I hope you enjoyed that, and maybe you'll learn something along the way. The daffodil also has a beautiful shape, and I did do some designs for that, but if you've seen my Instagram, you'll know that I am making a yellow dress at the moment. I was also inspired by Cicile Mary Barker. She's published loads of books on flower fairies. I think her first book was in 1923, Flower Fairies of the Spring. There is a dress that this is inspired by as well. I wanted to make it ruffly like that. I'd love to make that one day. Anyone want to help? Fashion has always been inspired by nature, whether it's the shape of a dress or the print of a material. I recently discovered Zena Holloway. She grows the roots and creates loads of different shapes with that. It's just incredible. Please go check her out. Recently I've got into Photoshop and I'm learning all these different techniques. There's so many different brushes you can use. It's all about the layers and building up different colours or textures to make it stand out. For the corset, I had a pattern that I drafted last year, and I just took it apart and adapted it, and I changed the bust line and made it work. So even though you should probably use some power mesh, I've used 2 layers of tulle. Tulle is surprisingly really strong and it works really well. It's just a little bit scratchy. I made the bust cups out of a pattern from an old bra, and that's made out of bra foam. I also want to give a big shout out to Frida Leopold, who has inspired this dress. She is the queen of couture structured corsets. You have to check her out. The sleeves and the bluebells are made with chiffon, a light blue tulle, and then a purple tulle, just to give it that shimmer. So you might be wondering how I've got this wavy effect on the corset here and the sleeves. It is actually fishing wire, and I've used this before. I've zigzagged over the fishing wire directly onto the edge. I've stretched it at the top here, and then I've gathered it in on the elbow, so that leaves no seam allowance. The bluebells on the side here is a very simple pattern. It is basically a half circle, and I just gathered the top in, pushed that in, put fishing wire on the edge and then stretched that out. The hip piece is made out of crin, and then I added the ridgeline bones onto that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on the making process or anything specific, please do leave it in the comments below. Until next time.